My name is William Otieno Abala, a climate change activist, fellow with African Uncensored and Youth for SDGs. What I can say about my journey, mine since being accepted into this climate change space is I've had a good time, learning about, climate change, mitigation, and adaptation. And up to this point, I've learned so much about, climate financing, and indeed even, as we transit to, a period of just transition. So my motivation for joining Rockstar, this journey is because the increasing value, we try to attach to wood in trying to come up with eco-friendly, sustainable construction industry. So what we also need to understand is that forests play a huge part in climate change mitigation, because forests, as we know, they are sources of storing water, carbon sequestration, and when we talk about even recycling of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. So forests fundamentally play a key role. Then we also have a vivid point that we have to come into fact with is that why we need to conserve our forests, and why we even need to come up with eco-friendly and timber building infrastructure is that the world as we stand, 16% of construction that I seen emanates from timber and commodities that from forests. So actually there's a need, in terms of now sustainability, there's a need to secure, when we're talking about the long term supply. And in this regard, I mean long term supply, in terms of addressing the supply chain integrity, as opposed to the secured through long term contracts that we've seen. So basically, by supply chain integrity, I mean that timber has to be derived from location where the net basis or the growth rates of commercial species uh, of timber amid exceeds removal rates. So I think this is one innovative way in which we can conserve our forests, because timber industries, they are dependent on generating profit from forest growth. But at this case, we not only just try to generate uh, profits, but we are looking at stocks for future, I think generation. So uh, on my end, I want to say that by attending this training, I'm eager to learn the fundamental role that timber and, by large extent, forests play in preserving biodiversity.